Welcome back, and what a day. Thank you very much indeed. Yesterday I clicked over 5,000 subscribers. It's just brilliant. I can't believe it. I still picture my phone when it said Richard Outdoors 33 subscribers, Richard Outdoors 47 and I cannot believe it's got to here, but it's thanks to you that it has. So got a video for you today. Please stay tuned. A little bit of excitement at the end. But we're still in lockdown at the moment, expecting an announcement probably mainly about the schools this afternoon. So I don't expect any great miracles as far as being let out, but fingers crossed. But I'm going to do another bit of garden cooking. I'm very grateful to Matt from the steak shop who sent me a lovely selection of cuts, and one of them I'm going to cook today, and it's pronounced chuleta, and it's a bone-in sirloin. And I'm going to do it a slightly different way. I'm going to cook it using a method called Sous Vide, which is a bit complicated, a bit time-consuming, but it helps you to get that steak cooked exactly how you want it, right from the edge to the middle, rather than having this sort of variance in colours as you get to the nice bit. So I'm going to use that technique. I'll talk you through it, and hopefully it'll be a success. Now this is the steak here. I've already packed it and prepared it. I first got the steak and covered it in a coating of mustard, and I used Dijon mustard for this. I then put lots and lots of salt and pepper on both sides. Last ingredient was just a bunch of rosemary and thyme. It looks a bit odd, the stuff I'm putting on here, because I've had it frozen since I used it for another recipe, but it's absolutely fine. All I'm using it for is a sort of marinade. And then I put it in a vac bag and used my vacuum sealer to seal it up. Now I've used a proper vac pack bag here, but you can use a Ziploc bag. Just make sure that it's absolutely sealed, because we're going to be putting this in a bath of water at a certain temperature, and it's really important that none of the water gets directly to the meat. It's got to stay sealed in some sort of polythene packing. The steak shop sent me my cuts in a really nice polystyrene cool box, and rather than throw that away, I put it to good use. I've covered it in, I think it's called Reflectix, which is a foil coloured bubble wrap really, and I've given it sort of 2 layers of that. There's a lot spare on top, which is great, more insulation, and I've got another part of a roll which I'm going to sit underneath it as well. So I taped it all up, and hopefully that will help to keep the water bath at a constant temperature. And so the idea is that we make a water bath at a certain temperature depending on how rare or well done you want your steak. If it was Simon, you just sort of walk it past the radiator, wouldn't be doing all this nonsense. I like my steak quite rare, but towards the medium side of rare. So I've worked out that you need to put this steak in a water bath at 60 degrees Celsius. I'll put the Fahrenheit up here, and maintain that. And it depends on how thick the steak is for how long you maintain it, but they say for about an hour per inch thick, or 2.5 centimeters thick of steak. My piece of steak is about 2 inches thick, so I'm going to put that into a bath of 60-degree water for 2 hours. And I'll have to keep checking it every once in a while, and maybe topping it up with a bit of hot water to maintain that temperature. But the important thing is that you don't go above that temperature, and therefore it can't overcook. So it'll maintain that temperature of 60 degrees. I'll probably bring it up just above 60 to start with, because putting the steak in the water will bring that temperature down as the steak absorbs some of the heat. But then I'll just monitor it every so often and just top it up with the kettle. So let's go for it. Just going to put a bit of a trivet in there to keep the steak off the bottom.
great, it's about 73, so let that come down a little bit and then put the steak in. Try it again. Good enough, right. I'll put this in. Right, on goes the top. Put that down, I've got some tape now, which I'll tape this up with.
And so it's just a bit of a waiting game really. I'm going to check it every half an hour or so. I don't want that temperature dipping too much below 60. I'm happy to take 55, but it's obviously going to lose some heat because cool boxes aren't perfect insulators. But yeah, about half an hour, I'll give it another check and just give it a top up with a little bit of hot water. I really wanted to celebrate this 5,000 subs with someone. And, unfortunately, lockdown means that can't do it, so just gonna have to make do on my own.
You can keep me company. Got this lovely little Swedish stove from Military Mart. Hasn't, I don't think, that's been used. It's absolutely pristine, and it comes with the cup in which you boil the water. Got its own sort of canteen bottle, and this bit is the stove part, and it can either be used as a twig stove, or I'm going to just have a go at using it with one of these little fuel cells here.
Well, that boiled in about 3 minutes. It's fantastic, really strong heat. And it's quite good with those little gel fuel cells, so cheers. I can't. That's the beauty of metal mugs. I'll leave that for a little while. But this is brilliant. Spring is here. I'm going to take my coat off. What? Isn't it time to take the temperature? Well, yes. My video, okay?
That's just above 60, which, considering that's been in nearly 40 minutes actually, that's lost. And I put in the steak. So it's come from 70 to 62. It's hardly anything really, considering the lump of steak that I put in. What do you think?
So yes, there's no doubt that this recipe is time consuming. We've been here for a little while now. Very funny. But the sun's out finally. I've managed to shed a coat and I'm enjoying being in my garden. Coming up to an hour now, since I put that steak in, so I'm going to test the temperature again, and if I only have to top it up once for just a polystyrene box with a bit of insulation, I think that's pretty good heat retention. So,
look at that, pretty much dead on. That's exactly where I want it.
So I checked the temperature at 1 hour and 10 minutes and it's still just nudging on 60, which is perfect. I'm reluctant to add any more because I don't want it to be overdone. I'll check it in 5,000, yeah, just yesterday. That's just showing off. So as I was saying, yes, I'm reluctant to put any more hot water in at the moment. I'll check it in about half an hour's time, probably give it a little trickle of 60-degree water and let it finish for the 2 hours, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Well, this seems as good a time as any in that last sort of 30 minutes whilst the steak is maintaining its heat to go through the giveaways, and thank you again for such an overwhelming response to the channel. Can't believe it, 5,000 and climbing. So to pay you back for the loyalty to the channel, I'd like to offer this giveaway, 3 sets of prizes strictly to subscribers, so I'm not going to advertise the giveaway in a thumbnail or anything like that, but just make a comment saying that you'd like to be included in the draw. I'll do it electronically, so it's absolutely fair, and I'll let you know what the prizes are. And here's the first prize, and mainly prizes from a fantastic UK company, Wild Camping International. I bought quite a lot of gear from them, and they've also been really, really kind to supply a couple of the giveaways for today. I'm really grateful to them. They're a great bunch and very friendly, and all UK subscribers, I'd really, really like to steer you towards their website. It's Wild Camping International, UK company, and we could do well to support UK business at the moment. So first prize, this fantastic titanium, and it's got 800 milliliter capacity pot. It's got both the handles and it's got the hanging rail here, so there you go, it's as light as a feather. You also get the Wild Camping mug, a nice cape leather little pouch which you can just keep some fire lighting kit in, which moves me on to the fact that I've been reviewing and having a look at fire steels that are available, and this one here, I won't name the name, but it's had the best review for all the pocket fire steels, so that's included as well. And also with that, we've got a titanium knife, fork, spoon set, and also in there is a titanium spork, and that's the first prize. Good luck. Second prize is the same 750 to 800 milliliter titanium pot, titanium knife, fork and spoon, and a titanium spork. And the third prize, and that was donated in its entirety by Wild Camping International, is this fantastic stainless steel mess tin set. And if you follow Adventure is Made, Matt is a great YouTuber, and he uses these all the time on his channel, cooks with them, stores with them. You get this little tray, plus you get the cooking mess tin as well, and they stack neatly together like that. There you go, and they come in a nice protected pouch. Save your rucksack getting all sooty after your adventure. So those are the 3 prizes. I hope you think that they're worthwhile to enter. It's my way of saying thank you very much to you all for all the subscriptions. It's just overwhelming, as I said. I don't want to go on about it, but I'm thrilled. Thank you. I'll announce the winners when I've had sufficient entries and comments. Give it probably about a week to 10 days, and probably announce it during whatever video I choose to do next.
But for now, we've got about 30 minutes to go until that steak should be ready for the next part of the process. And I'm very hungry. Okay, that's 2 hours. Wow. Well, it doesn't look too appetising at the moment, but I'm going to take it out of the bag and dab off all the marinade and excess that's come out of it, and then we'll give it the finishing touch before eating. I'm even going to use my Moore knife that I made. Let's see, do you know how to attack this? Let's get a bit in the middle. Whoa. Well, I think all those marinades have made it quite dark in colour, but looking at the tenderness, that is pretty good. It's not tough at all. Let's try it. Oh wow. Here we go. Oh, it's incredible. I'll show you. That's why I'm laughing. Yes, yes, I know. Don't worry, there's going to be some for you. It really is. It really is incredibly tender. Oh yes, you can just see now it's sort of relaxing a little bit. God. That's like butter. Well, that's incredible. Thank you very much to Matt at the steak shop. Really kindly sent me this and another one that I'm looking forward to cooking. He's also kindly offered a discount for anyone that subscribes to the channel. Please use the discount Richard, and I'm also going to put a direct link to the steak shop in the description. But thank you very much for joining me, and thanks for showing the support to the channel. I've just got to show you another shot of this steak. Oh, it's incredible. Look at that. Well, you don't want to watch me scoffing the rest of this, the rest of the video. Not very attractive, all my grunting noises of appreciation. But it's just been great. What a journey so far. I look to hopefully getting even more subscribers. Got some great little ideas for content, and I hope you keep joining me. But for now, I've got 2 little mouths to feed, so I'll get on with that. But I look forward to seeing you again. Ooh. Oh, that's scary. Too close. Whoa, even worse. I'm going to cook it. I'm going to cook it using a method calling Sous Vide, which is S-U-S. I'm going to cook it using a method called Sous Vide, which I think is S-U. I can't bloody spell. I'm going to cook it using a method called Sous Vide, which is spelled O.
you ever go to school, Richard? Didn't like French anyway.
Just keep beating until it drapes over my head.